circumstance and will be able to imagine baby. I can say yes, it started. And I say demonstrations, teachers demonstration, nurses demonstration, doctors demonstration. I say nyane. What I say, demonstrations. But the thing correct, I shall say but the thing is that about this COVID period no, the kind of sika, the kind of busia at this particular administration abo. And how the insensitive spendings are spending into it makes when you teach a you sit down and then you do your own conclusion, your analysis and conclusion. You say, then if you are getting these sums of money, and this is how government is spending it, then why don't I sit back as a teacher? Those days, I buy way by Sika Aban in some chain Aban Bia, including Bosnia, donations, money, achede, Sikani, na Okabuma, a chain Aban Bia. So, government has had enough. Say, obey to me, pump it into the various sectors in Kakran. And teachers are not saying, say, give them 100. No. Sit down with them, reason as government with them. I don't know any Juma. Because the moment I join any Juma, now say, UNICEF, COVID by year, World Bank bre or mine, Sikase, Yemfa, and Totonia Mana, IMF, so bre or mine, Sikase, and Totonia Mana. And IMF will only give you money when there is crisis and there is payment problems. So COVID by there were payment problems because about production and cost. That is where IMF came in. And over my 1 billion. So that 1 billion to at least cater for some payment problems payment problems because of the crisis of COVID at the buy. You get it? But in your says can you initiate those payments and I am fine. UNICEF now or no Gina Ghana any World Bank in Finfi. My World Bank my 430 million. SMI 130 million. Say find your COVID vaccines in Nano. UNICEF na no some 700,000 US dollars. Say she can't do you find share education mo pay. 700,000 US dollars na UNICEF dem. Education kwa bibia nka ho you find shame. As we sit here, or minus spend 18.6% of the nation's GDP and the rural education. But Kenya for your population here 31 million. And answer phone to you. Your population here 31 million. Oh, your population here 31 million. And a buying spending nations or minus 18.6% at the share. You get it? Kenya population here 54 million. A buying spending 17.8%. What are they say?
They are more than us. And they are spending less.
You're spending more on education. Kenya for only per dozen. Almost times two, about 90% now, about just 10% now. Your population, any 54, and 31, 62, and only 54. Until about 92%. Nanka population times two na Kenya, but omu diskaki to be in rural education. And I hear this kakaka any rural education, but their system is better. When you are talking about the top 5 education systems in Africa, Ubebo Kenya din. When you are talking about the top 10 education systems in Africa, Ghana din. Get the difference. Okay about the top 5, Ubebo Kenya din. Okay about top 10, Ghana din. So it means Ubebo say it is scanning na your education system. No,
so would you say that the education ministry and then the government has failed us in our education sector?
It's a total flop. And once you waste this scanners, what I say. And you have to scan, and you have to scan, and you education system. And for education system to be better, the moment we mention education system, we are talking about the teacher. Because your teachers and the heart of education. You get it? And if Senkesika way in Abanya in Nankedi Bura education, one of Kakra. What I say? And now the life of the teacher is better. Now you teacher near crisis with staffing. With any living conditions, a problem. Grab them out. You get it?
Minimum free Accra. My own sister lives Accra to Eastern region every day to go and teach. Free Accra to Latte.
Because
to go and teach.
I buy new post to Mami you so crassy because as we see you be accept to say you were crassing the work room. there are some places that don't even compare kind. So a class.
Salary man quite me and rent because we rent after the boy day. So ubenya umami no papa feel a heart now.
Simple logic.
And now the transport is also cleaners.
Now we see 1,500 to say 2,500 no. And look at the cost of fuel. Would be car how many times? So some people are in the profession because of the love they have. And omode here jumano. We have some teachers who are now almost have peanuts now buying them home. Almost had to be pump school and the man color. I moved to toto computers at the man color. Now, teacher in the post to the aqua class, maybe obey any ho.
Yeah.
Internet in the ho. If you cry phone what do you call it? Service. Cry no the bay juman. A bini ho. Apart from Krumu Hasem, classroom no teacher in a corner. Obe cry and cry it form. And ma teaching and learning. And yet, papa.
Enjoyable.
The atmosphere of classroom when a teacher in a coach are there, and yet, papa. You get it. In the Abanisana, when you teach here, you are frustrated. The moment a teacher becomes frustrated, the education system destroys. Because Makano several times
you know
teachers
when
are the heart of education.
Sure. You don't even think straight.
Sure. And for education, say a fan into my party frano. You need to cater for the life of the teacher because teachers in higher education. It's no education minister. And your headmaster and then Kosi Opoku Amankwano a GS director no and no money education the teacher. That is why Singapore, Malaysia, Sweden, even in Kenya today, before somebody tenacity mapping any strategies beyond, they call the teachers. They invite the parents, then they sit down. Teacher for a dear na ye mamma, and as if we say abino a ya, a bit to my hands like education system. Then the teachers will tell you, oh, ye nipa, give us water, give us drink, give us one CD, give us places to sleep. Make sure the classrooms are well furnished, conducive atmosphere for learning. When you provide these kind of things, then the parents will also come in. Mebano or ebia or fear or tie draw. It means Akrano can be an architect or an artist. So, omu putusa nema we unite together. Then government will design or will put up proper policies. Now, meeting those plans. So, the life of the teacher is being catered for. It was Singapore, Sweden, Kenya. Now, I'm education after my party. But here, we don't care about the teacher. So, they deserve the best. I'm telling you. Teachers deserve more than the so-called Council of State. They deserve more than the so-called Christian Council, hypocrisy. They deserve more than the so-called parliamentary, those in parliament are getting. They deserve more than them all. But they deserve the best.
Okay. Over to me, I send no messages. 0503236735. Being at WhatsApp or normal text message. What they are. I can kind Eddie. I'm on number near Ego School 0503236735. So that's on Facebook at Active TV Ghana Ukopia mo on my bet me drop a comment or comment section or one so more than I can carry them all. Remember to share the program and also like it now of phones so it's been kept starting on YouTube and so bet me call Active TV GH. Don't forget to unsubscribe and be a part of the Active family. Subscribe now, be a part of the Active family. So, and I'll be like it. Drop a comment or comment section on our Facebook share. I'm off for so and second. Now, yeah, to us so with your nurses issue. Listen, say upon doing so. Here, now education and then health. These are two major sectors what Ghana has say. And here, Ghana registered Nurses and Midwives Association of Open and say Ghana has say mum the 2 years because WHO at least say nurse could be it's me 1,000 population in every country, but over memoirs one nurse is to 839 patients. But the rate at which nurses are moving to other countries for greener pastures, our hospitals will be empty. Your take on this?
Just two things. First one has to do with Honorable Kwaku Agyeman, the health minister. and the whole health ministry, the health directorate, Oma Fili. And then the next one has to do with problem with staffing and living conditions, and also can be. Now, there are reforms, and I say there are certain policies. The friend say the education, the health directorate and I say health ministry now. They have a mandate and objective. Say to make sure say they provide prudently the necessary things the primary things enhance nurses and nursing. You get into nurses when they provided the nursing, when they are working, that is where they are providing the nursing services. So they have to, or more objective is that they should make sure they get the best policies, the prudent policies. A bit to me, I influence the nursing with a human. Now, those conditions or those mandates are not being met. Those objectives are not being met because I say first one has to do with Osha nurses in the school. If they don't demonstrate, that's where staffing problem.
Last time there was a video, a boy, nurses for ABC.
Sure. So one. So, Oman demonstrate here. That is where the staffing problems in Eka. If you want to be staffed, just say, "Open say a forward you man, I see a post you need to demonstrate." And also staffing problem here one, and then more condition of services and so you too. These are all things the last time video na can was no more complaining for. You get it. Now the facilities is so insane. So how your problem with say nurses for even how are you grooming woman a problem. You get it? Because we need to give them, it comes back to the education we are talking about. We need to give them the best of education. And for to give them the best of education to understand the job they are doing, they have to let them know, say, the love of the game. They have to put that in the nurses. And then two, they have to make sure, say,
there are a couple of people that, for the love of the game, they will still be in the job, and then without speaking, and I say, the living conditioning.
It is because they themselves understand.
But mind you, your system no akwakoye say, oh you just go, even when you don't want to do that job. Because obia person onye ejumanye.
Obia person alcohol.
Na obia beka sa banye ejuma na e dey ambosumi misika ya.
Yes, obia person alcohol because nursing and teaching and the only profession who kroma we are buying it to make our post.
And the security service.
Go to the universities, go to the correct. Yeah. Sure. So entities, go to the university, go to the polytechnics, other WCB and all that. You have to write thousands of applications to get a job. You get it. But our nursing, go policing, because services and other services now, we are at least. Unim say church about me post to about post to church obema we. But nurses, now obeko me nurse near we school hanama meko. Yes, because bibia any honoma after say me school na edemetina kruma. Bibia any ho edebe na edemetina kruma.
What happens to those who can't even also go?
That is the problem.
I have a friend and then we were roommates way back in SHS. Yeah, school, the math and science wasn't good. Now you go and then you write again. We were cover nursing, we were trying fees. I never textbooks are better to no time away we still holding. And now we was in nursing and boa. Oh, many of course see me call meeting. I'm saying this are the whole boss. So what shall I say committee or see me call catering who meeting like also the Christian nutrition. I'm obi our nurse near than or see nurse near more. What the uniform not to hold.
Some of them sure because who say one more lucrative chain nursing. Some of them know now or more international relations be Ghana and outside world countries maybe Western world maybe they have a certain exams be.
Take you there. I think last time you video be now
correct now I the moment to be nursing and no cultural exams. It got to a time I think about 3-4 years ago I buy the bar say or be block it we now nurses for two kind. But open all block it and you don't just block them. You can only block where's why you say would Bibi to say no. Now we manage his phone to Kanya, and I say maybe this is need to Kanya. That is not the best way. Look at Omo. How do you look at them? Make sure you take good care of them. Nursing, Obi nursing Obi school. Baby, I will put soon on the account. first thing, posting cry a problem because we are betting fee for a couple of years, couple of months, and some are buying up post too. It for that reason alone, we school now you might want to leave. And then two, baby, I post you where the work on. And once so cry if you are not careful, you post you and form call baby a life and they're comfortable, can cry or honor. We are the conditions at where you were posted will let you want to move. And also say about the also me and Sakura, we are the kind of allowances I was a demand as a nurse, a bit delay near the idea, and also say a tray, a bit to mamma will be a compel you be so move. Because all this in Akambum, because of hard living conditions, ain't it? They also be their salaries. The moment a bambe employer, you shall say it to our then you get to know, say you can't a demand on a crown, say a peanut. Ain't it? We are nurse in here, you will struggle to live. It will compel you to go. So these basic 4 factors are my bubbles in now. And no now we are nurse in here, the moment on baby biano, non person moko. State niba cope. Sika waje, I pay. We are doctor. Now we from 3,000 to 7,000. I just want why you juma 27 to 40 years. And son, I also when you skaba Council of State in Nigeria. But the difference is that the life of the doctor, the life of the nurse matters and is more important than that person or Council of State. So we are nurse in we are doctor in our tenacity. Now share all these circumstances. Why won't you leave? It's a total cheat. What I say, what are not to change. Now you understand the system and you know what it is. How was Sika ebem? And mind you, World Bank interest can you know the rat. Your friend say, in health ministry World Bank Mayiska, World Bank Mayiska, the health ministry but you whom baby as I see can in a echo. Into what I say now, where the ratings were MPs, ministers are enjoying the luxuries, the luxurious lives they are living. Now here the way president or government is spending money in chartering airplanes and all that. Now what I say then is it fair to be? Does it make sense to be a doctor or a nurse in this country? The answer is no. It will compel you to leave. So there are no proper grounds yearly for doctors, nurses, and teachers. Back to teacher for no. About 14.1 billion Ghana cedis, just 2020, 2021. So the real teacher for, but says you can baby. So ya tutu sa nneema ni nyina egu ene ye jai sa na aban di nsem hunu sa ena ama ene nurse na be say uhu nurse ni na e ka che say oye health worker go elsewhere ko Cuba
Clement
Vietnam
mawanu si mame
good ko Cuba ko Vietnam ne ko hwe ko Bahrain ne ko hwe the life of a nurse ko hwe the life of a nurse. It will tell you say yes of course we are nurse in here, and the kind of enjoyment we are doctor, the services and the rumor, the amount, the pusher, the amount, the incentives, the allowances, everything be the amount as a doctor and as a nurse, you know. To travel. Maybe you might want to travel because ABI say yes, mamintu kan ade. And no ABI ebemo to kan. But say obetena say aka say me teacher ni me a doctor, me a nurse ewo Vietnam, me a nurse, me a doctor ewo Cuba, me a nurse, me a doctor ewo India, me pese me to kan na say pese me free all these countries because enema nkoyi mame. No. You might travel or you might leave the country because ABI o pese one kasa wo pese okoye adwuma or this particular country. But the terms and conditions, the services, everything be about what or the man be to make sure say you live the best in be about at the amount. But here the end there all these factors are about now are failing into the more mutukan. So it's a simple thing the government can do because there is money. Skawo about the Greater Accra and front COVID by frontiers. Bandi omkoye adwuma Greater Accra nkwan na 1099 only Greater Accra semo hwe nationwide we be yi nipa say Greater Accra na say oh mona contact tracers oh yesi fie ha ya te say signs and symptoms we or mona nem if ahoma doctors bi wi nurses bi wi ebi mu nya yare ni bi nyame adem mo ho to wo mo time ni mo waste ye nyina no give them their 10,000 Ghana cedis you promised them each, you know. aban fa ma wo besi ne ya ye ka say e bia ya no besi no na o matu ade a aban fa 10,000